What's up everybody? I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I'm going to be making a video about the Disney College program again. Recently I've been getting a lot of different comments about the housing complexes at Disney. A lot of people are just asking where they should stay and what the best housing complex is. So I decided to make a video on it so I can explain it to all of you. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so at Walt Disney World for the college program, there are 4 different housing complexes. There's Chatham, Commons, Patterson, and Vista Way. So the first housing complex I'm going to talk about is the Commons. Now, the Commons is the first apartment complex I stayed at while at Disney. I was there for about 5 months and I really enjoyed it when I was there. So let's talk about the pros in that. Alright, so one good thing about the Commons was that it seemed to have really big rooms. The apartment was a really nice size and all the bedrooms were really big. Same thing with the bathrooms and the closets. Everything was just really big and you had a lot of space to put everything. So I obviously enjoyed that because I had enough room for all my clothes, which was really awesome. It was also a really quiet complex. There wasn't too much going on. There wasn't too many activities. It was just really quiet and calm, and I really enjoyed that. Another good thing about the Commons was they actually just recently made a little market next to the pool area where you can get toothpaste and deodorant and pizza and everything like that. It's just like a mini market. So that was really nice. If you forgot something or ran out of something, you could just go run over there really quickly and purchase it. The Commons is the only housing complex to have a washer and dryer, and oh my gosh, let me tell you, it's the best thing in the world. Like, let's say you get your costume messed up and you have work tomorrow and you don't have another clean costume, you can throw it in the wash, throw it in the dryer, and it's clean and you didn't have to pay for it, and it's the best thing ever. That being said, there's obviously some cons to the Commons. I drove to Disney World, so I had my car with me. But at the Commons, they didn't have a lot of parking. When the Commons was first built, it was made to be for international students, so it wasn't made to have a ton of parking because obviously international students didn't have their car with them. The complex doesn't have enough parking for the amount of people that are staying there, so that was really frustrating. If I was getting home from work at 2 or 3 in the morning and I had to park, you know, way over yonder and then walk all the way back to my apartment, it was just really frustrating. And I did not enjoy that at all. Alright, so the second complex I'm going to talk to you all about is Chatham. Now this one I actually stayed at the end of my program and I really enjoyed it and I had a great time. Let me tell you about some of the pros for Chatham. Alright, so I really enjoyed that Chatham was very active. There was always something going on, there was always a bunch of activities. It was just a lot of fun and it seemed like there was always something to do, so I really enjoyed that. It felt more homey than Commons did for some reason. A lot of my friends seemed to be in that complex, so I always had somebody to talk to and hang out with. Also, if you enjoy like sports or other activities like that, Chatham is literally 2 steps away from Mickey's Retreat to where you can go play soccer, basketball, any of that kind of stuff. So if you enjoy outdoor activities, Chatham might be a good place for you to stay because you can go right over to Mickey's Retreat and have a blast over there. Another thing that I liked about Chatham is that it was really spread out, so things weren't all like crammed together. You know, you had your own space to do stuff, but there was still a lot of activity going on. So it was good in that respect. So my Chatham apartment wasn't as nice as my Commons apartment. It was a lot smaller, it kind of seemed dirtier. Chatham seemed to just be a little bit louder than the other complexes, but that didn't really annoy me. It annoyed some other people, but I was totally fine with it. But all in all, I actually did enjoy it better and I had a better time there. Let's just get into the third housing complex, which is Patterson. Now I visited Patterson, I think I visited 3 different apartments while I was there. I never stayed there personally, but I did visit them. I had some friends that stayed there. So some of the pros is that it is the newest complex, so everything that they have is nice and new and fresh. Also, it's a lot more like tropical feeling. The vibe from it is really like relax and chill, so that's really nice. Another good thing about it is that it isn't a huge complex. It's relatively small and compact, so everything is kind of right there. And they also have a really nice pool, which is cool. Woo! Didn't mean to ride in there, but I did anyway, yeah. Another good thing about it is it seemed to have a lot of storage, so that's always good if you bring a lot of stuff. You have nice closet space and nice like extra random storage space. So that's a good thing about it. Some of the cons to Patterson was it seemed like the rooms were a lot smaller than some of the other complexes. I don't know if that was just me and the apartments that I went to, but it seemed like the rooms were actually a lot smaller. Also, it didn't seem like it was much newer than the others. A lot of the other complexes have been redone since then, so it wasn't that much nicer for how much more you're paying. So just kind of your preference on that. Alright, so the fourth housing complex I'm going to talk about is Vista Way. Now this one is probably the most known to everybody because, you know, everybody knows Vista Way. It's old, it's cruddy, blah, blah, blah. But actually, in all honesty, every single person that I talked to during my program who was staying there really, really enjoyed it and said that they were really nice apartments. When I was there, I think I visited 3 different apartments there, and all of them I was actually really impressed with, and I thought that they were really clean looking, they smelled really nice, and they were a relatively good sized apartment. Also, if you enjoy working out, I was told that Vista Way has the nicest gym. I never personally went there, but I was told that it's the nicest gym, so if you enjoy working out, then maybe stay at Vista Way because they have a nice gym there. So there's that. That being said, there are some cons to Vista Way. Vista Way is the farthest apartment from all the other complexes. It's about a 5-minute drive from everything else. So if you don't have a car, you might not get a ride home just because you stay at Vista Way and it's kind of out of the way. So if you are not driving to Disney, I probably wouldn't suggest staying at Vista Way just because sometimes you won't get a ride home from your friend just because you stay there, which kind of stinks and it's kind of stupid, but it really does happen. Sometimes you don't really have a choice with that, so sorry. Vista Way just has a really bad rap, but I don't know why. I really enjoyed it when I was there. It seemed very clean, well kept. So for the price, because I think it's the cheapest out of all of them, it's really nice, and I would actually suggest staying there. Obviously, like I said, unless you don't drive there. Alrighty guys, so I think that pretty much covers the basics of all the Disney College Program housing complexes. I hope this helped you figure out maybe where you want to stay. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you out or answered any questions, please give it a big thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos to come in the future. If you have any comments or questions about the college program or anything Disney related in general, leave them in the comments down below. I hope you have fun if you're about to do the college program. It's going to be the best time of your life, and to be honest, it doesn't matter what housing complex you get or what apartment you're at, because you're going to be at the happiest place on earth, you're going to have a blast, and it's going to be the best time of your life. So don't stress out about where you're going to stay, just enjoy it. I will see you in the next video.